Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the two noble kinsmen, and today we get to hear from the jailer's daughter in Act 2, Scene 4. And her monologue is the entirety of Act 2, Scene 4. She gets to do this a couple of times, and then I believe Amelia gets to do it at least once later, where they have a scene that's just an entire monologue to themselves. But anyway, before we get to the jailer's daughter, remember she noticed and had been paying enough attention to Palamon and Arcite to be able to tell the two of them apart. She was thinking that they didn't really seem to be particularly bothered about the fact that they were in jail, but obviously they were. And then Arcite got banished, and he's jealous that Palamon gets to stay there and look out on the garden where Amelia hangs out, and Palamon is jealous that Arcite is now out and can try to see and woo Amelia like a free man, all of that sort of thing. So there's the jealousy going back and forth between the two of them, and Arcite has decided that he is going to stay in Athens and try to participate in these games in the hope that that might catch Amelia's eye. So Act 2, Scene 4, we get just this little break where we hear from the jailer's daughter, and she says, "Why should I love this gentleman? 'Tis odds he will never affect me. I am base, my father the mean keeper of his prison, and he a prince. To marry him is hopeless. To be his whore is witless. Out upon it. What pushes are we wenches driven to when 15 once has found us? First, I saw him, I seeing, thought he was a goodly man. He has as much to please a woman in him, if he pleased to bestow it so, as ever these eyes yet looked on. Next, I pitied him, and so would any young wench of my conscience that ever dreamed or vowed her maidenhead to a young handsome man. Then I loved him, extremely loved him, infinitely loved him. And yet he had a cousin, fair as he too, but in my heart was Palamon. And there, oh Lord, what a coil he keeps. To hear him sing in an evening, oh, what a heaven it is. And yet his songs are sad ones. Fairer spoken was never gentleman. When I come in to bring him water in the morning, first he bows his noble body, then salutes me thus. Fair gentle maid, good morrow, may thy goodness get thee a happy husband. Once he kissed me. I loved my lips the better 10 days after. Oh, would he would do so every day. He grieves much, and me as much to see his misery. What should I do to make him know I love him? For I would fain enjoy him. Say I ventured to set him free. What says the law then? Thus much, for law or kindred. I will do it, and this night or tomorrow he shall love me. And that's the end of the scene. So, good night, everybody. No, just kidding. Yeah, so the jailer's daughter has fallen in love with Palamon as she has been watching him in jail. That's basically what this whole thing is. And she's like, he would never love me because we're of different social statuses. He would never look at me, but I saw him and then I felt bad for him, and then I fell completely in love with him, and any day that I get to see him is a good day, and he's so kind to me in the morning when I bring him water, and this one time he kissed me, and I wish that he would do that again, and how can I make him know that I love him? I'll set him free. So she has decided that she is going to help him escape from jail, and this is what is going to make him fall in love with her. So little does she know he's in love with Amelia, but whatever. That'll get sorted out. We're only in Act 2. So I will see you tomorrow as we dig further in and see where this love dodecahedron ends up. Mwah.